Hello and welcome to another AmuLIT League. Hell yeah, feels so good to say that. Welcome to another AmuLIT League. Great. Trying out Mistaken's list from this past weekend's showcase challenge where he top 16th. List feels pretty good. Mix feels pretty good. Played one league already. Shouldn't they got 69 cards? What is the missing land? How will battlements? Streamjacker really struggles to do this. Why Primal Command? I assume you mean Primal Command. The reason for Primal Command is that it basically is a very, very powerful one-off. Like it just does, it's the same as Cryptic Command in like the flexibility is what makes the card powerful. It is fine as like breaching the gap towards a Titan because you can search up the Titan itself, and it's also just very powerful in what it does. Like it's just very good at doing a bunch of things in terms of the actual matchups, right? Like it's just good against all the modes are very relevant in the vast majority of matchups. Usually the only matchups where you don't want Primal Command are the ones where it's not fast enough to be relevant. Like against Stoop Soul spells or something like that, maybe you can consider cutting the Primal Command. But even we got paired against Dredge earlier today, and Primal Command allowed me to like bottom their thing, right? They had a Belcher that was not lethal, and I was able to get it. Battlefield Forge. Okay, probably is bad news for me. Almost regardless of what my opponent's going to be doing over there. But if they are playing a Magus of the Moon deck, at least we're going to get some value. Spiders, we know the Taxus deck. Okay. Sounds like fun. Stoneforge Mystic. Vampire Diaries. Thank you so much for that subscription. Primetime support with Prime. 13 months as a member of the Primetime Stronghold. Ooh, I didn't know that there was a red-white duel. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we play this. Player Dryad. Play this. Pass the turn. Oh, okay. All right. Good to know. What do we got here? How are you gonna kill my Dryad? That is messed up. That is real fucking messed up. Of course they have everything. Pfft, imagine my opponent not having everything. Imagine them not having it all. Of course they're playing 80 cards, but who cares? Who cares that they're playing 80 cards? Of course they have everything. Another Ghost Squatter right here. Another Ghost Squatter incoming. Wait for it, chat. They totally have another path too. I'm gonna slam this Titan like there's no tomorrow. It's gonna be very sad, but oh, I told you! Magus too? No, okay, Stoneforge, okay. Wow, of course. Just casually drawing their ghost squatter, 2 ghost squatters in the top 10 cards of their deck. Of course, of course, of course. So we just lose here. We can't win. We can't beat them all. We can't beat them all. That's funny. Okay, these members, these, and one of these. Cut one of that. Cut this one's. One of these. Why only one EE? I think since the printing of Skyclave, EE has become a lot worse against Tax's deck. It was already kind of medium. Like it was very good against the black-white Taxes. But against the other ones, like when you have to blow it up on 2, it's a lot better than when you have to blow it up on 3. And now the Taxes decks are running like even Mind Sensor, they're running like Archon of Emeria. And now Skyclave is just such a clean answer to Engineered Explosives. So you basically need to make sure that you are playing the explosives and cracking it on the same turn, which is not easy to do. Otam 10, thank you for the follow. So also we just have 3 dismembers, Raminap, Rexage, Bailot. Like at some point you're just overboarding. I could see cutting like 1 pact for explosives, but I kind of don't want to. Opponent? I think I like Gracer better than Stacy actually. There we go. Sure. Pretty good hand, actually. I have to just not be an idiot and play this. Play this, not when I... Ugh. So stupid. Stacy's so good. So good. God damn it. Arbiter, of course, of course, of course. Every 7-card hand always has a Loading Arbiter in it. Do they also have the Ghost Squatter? No Ghost Squatter. Okay. Okay. Fuck me. Fuck me. God damn it. Really? When I grow up, I want to be as good as my opponent. Do we have any answers? In the deck I have 3 dismembers. 3 dismembers, 1 engineered explosives. Explosives doesn't do it here though, because it's in Megas. You know what's gonna happen here now? My opponent's going to apparition my Obstinate Baloth. Because that's literally the best thing that can happen, because it answers my blocker, and it also makes it so I don't get a basic, because they could path me, but that gives me a forest. But the best possible thing that can happen is my opponent apparitions the Baloth, so that's what's gonna happen. Because that's how Murphy's Law works. We keep on keeping on. We could back for Dryad, but because we don't have another actual basic forest, my opponent, like a Flicker Wisp, just kills me because I cannot pay for my own pact on my upkeep, so it's probably not in my best interest to go for that. Okay, what do you got? Didn't I just call it? Didn't I just call this? God damn it. This is fucking infuriating, man. Basically finding every single card that they need in the top 11 cards of their 80 card deck. They are good. They are good. Three, four, five, six. Okay. Not much to be done here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I guess we have to draw a land so we can actually get value from this Primeval Titan. Just don't have another answer. Like, come on. Like, just don't have another answer. Ugh. At least that's one of the answers that potentially could help me. Can I draw Dismember, please? Can I draw one good card? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that we take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I guess I should not block because it doesn't really change the clock in a meaningful way. That doesn't do anything. Couple of forests. Pass the turn. Am I gonna get passed again? So we basically have to draw Dismember here. And from my point, not to have an answer to my Titan. I think my opponent could not have had a better hand. Like, literally, they could not have had a better hand. That's why they're number 4 in trophies? Yeah, I guess. I mean, getting lucky is important. For sure. Also, I don't want to discredit my opponent, right? Like, they are a very good player, obviously. They're obviously a very good player, but it just kind of blows my mind how literally they could have not have had, like, things could have not gone better for them. Like, they literally got the best possible card at every single spot. They had the turn 2 arbiter, they had the path when they needed the path, they had the apparition when they needed the apparition, like every single step of the way. Okay, I'm playing around. Now that I drew this, I'm playing around. What's the name of the thing? I'm playing around the thing. You know which thing I'm talking about, right, Chad? No, for real, I was playing around Cleansing Wildfire. Because if they go land Wildfire, your turf, we're not in good shape, right? Gonna bolt my Dryad. Okay. I guess I should have played my lands before this. That was actually a pretty bad mistake on my part. That was a really bad mistake on my part. I could have casted Titan if I had played my lands first, if my opponent was going for that. Huge punt. Oof, that was bad. Got a D-tilt. It's important to D-tilt right now. So I'm assuming that this must be Blue Moon. Something similar to what Harry has been playing. They wouldn't apply if you play that. Yeah, but then I have like Valakut, right? So like I'm okay with that. Because then I have an active Valakut because my Dryad is still in play. Archmage's Charm. And we know they're drawing Sphere Ambitions. Very nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Better lucky than good, etc., etc. Boyle seems interesting here. Explore. Primal Command is just another answer to Blood Moon. Just gonna cut an AmuLIT, I think. Why do people always kill us after 3-4 land drops? I mean, they're yes, but sometimes Azusa does enable some nasty stuff, right? Like sometimes you get to like play your land and then Azusa and just like get a shit ton of you just get like a shit ton of zombies in the same turn or something like that. So it's not like Azusa being in play is bad for us, right? Also, my opponent used the lightning bolt. Like what else are they using the lightning bolt for? In a way, it's kind of good for them that they were able to extract any value at all from that bolt. I guess that we are playing against the Blood Moon deck. Oh yeah, good old tapped Mystic Sanctuary. Good old tapped Sanctuary on 1. Spire Bluff Canal in the Cryptic Command deck. Sus. Definitely sus. Spire Bluff Canal in the Mystic Sanctuary Cryptic Command deck. 1, 2. Strategic mulligan, so the bounce land doesn't represent me going to this card. Christian, you're forgetting about the very, very minor factor that my opponent's playing a Blood Moon deck, right? I am probably around 80% sure that my opponent has Blood Moon in their deck. And that hand basically just doesn't do anything until turn 6. Probably know what you want to do against Blood Moon. Got it. Boil would be a sick draw here. What? What? Excuse me? Alright, opponent, you got me. I was not expecting this to be happening right now. Fortunately, we got a jam here into my opponent's Archmage's Charm. Which is really unfortunate, but at least they don't get to draw 2. Deprive. Alright. Alright, 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 alright. Maybe my opponent's not doing the thing that I think that they're doing. Maybe. What's my plan here? So they have a depriving hand. That was a pretty good top deck because that's a cavern, right? Let's just get a pass. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Just got lethal. Alright. Alright, so my opponent's doing something different than what I was thinking. So I'm not into this card. I kind of am into these cards. And Gracer now all of a sudden looks a lot better. I don't think it looks good though. How about Dismembers? Dismember look actually interesting. AmuLIT looks a lot more exciting too. Let's do this. Keep. Wow. My opponent's playing one of the weirder decks that I have faced in a long time. Oh, now we're gonna get mooned? Now is the turn where we get Blood Moon. Now is the game where we get Blood Moon, I mean. I can't catch a break. God damn it. I just cannot catch a break. Did my opponent just play 3 different decks every single game? It feels like my opponent did something different every single game. Like one game they're playing like this Archmage's Charm control deck. The other game they're playing like everything but Blood Moon. In fact, they're playing cards that are actively bad with Blood Moon. And now they're just playing mono islands with multiple moons. I just don't understand anymore. I mean, I left the Rex Sage as a hedge. Hopefully it's gonna pay off. Maybe I should have held on to this. Guarantee they had Moon Game 2 and had the aggro draw. It's very possible. But like they're playing a Spiral Bluff Canal Mystic Sanctuary deck, right? Okay. Just gonna pack it in. This league, not looking good. This league not looking good. We just got paired against Meme Blue-Red. And they got paired against Meme Yorion Taxes. Just lost to Magus of the Moon and Blood Moon in back-to-back matches. What is the ice thing? The ice thing is something. It's basically an esports team. You know, just like how Caleb D is sponsored by Tempo Storm, for example, or I think Seth Manfield is with. I forgot the name of Seth Manfield. But this is not an established one. This is a brand new. In fact, I am one of the very first signings that this company has. Okay, I'm gonna keep this. So it is all very new. It's all pretty exciting. I'm gonna play Turn Timber on one instead of Field of the Dead. The reason for this is if I draw a Gracer or a Stacy, I can actually cast it. Ursa's Mine. AmuLIT. AmuLIT is probably our best draw. Cavern of Souls. Okay, so I'm going to delay playing the... Now that I have another untapped land, I am going to delay playing the Cruel Turf. Become a Narc? Not necessarily. Fortunately, this hand lines up a lot better against mono blue Tron than it lines up against mono green Tron. So we're gonna name Dryad here. Naming human is definitely defensible here as well, but I think that the Dryad just threatens so much more. I guess that's not true because the Azusa threatens a Titan, so yeah, I guess I should have actually played Azusa there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when I lead on Summoner's back, see what my opponent does. They do nothing, so we name Giant. And play this. Gain 2 life. 1, 2. Counterable this and this. We want to make sure. That's cute. Okay. So, I mean, I guess if they have, like... What, like Tron into O-Stone? Tron into O-Stone is the only way that matters? Like, they're just dead on board now, right? Unless they have another Obstructionist, and if they do, like, I don't really care. Green, 1... So, do you have another Obstructionist, or what? Or do I just win? Guess I just win. Always yes, always yes, always yield. Mono green Tron. Beast Withins, Raminap, Rex Sage. That's kind of it. Trying to repeal Cyclonic. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, but it starts with Tron, and once they show me that they have no Tron, it's just like that. That's it. That's the game right there. Need block for Slaver Loops? Yeah, I know. Interesting hand. Okay. Hand's a lot better now. Also, I just realized that I have their own guard Ghost Quarter. Feels bad, man. Get to untap. Untap with Stacy. Let's go. Oh, I should have fetched main phase. Lol. Out of here. command. Okay. So Tron into nonsense, or we're gonna be in fine shape, I think. Mono blue Tron doing mono blue things. Really? We're doing this? Like, I am absurdly ecstatic about that. That's kind of like the best thing that could have happened. Kind of the best thing that could have happened there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just gonna play this out. And I guess we can upkeep, blow up their Tron piece. And M. Johnson, take out the follow. On their upkeep. What's up, Rancid Flesh? How's it going? How's your Wednesday? So that means that my opponent just can't have nonsense mana out of nowhere. Blow you. Start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rubber, Duck, C, 11, 8, think of the follow. So I don't want to run into Condescend, which seems... Huh. Okay. Oh, I could have played that. I'm an idiot. Yeah, fuck that one up for sure. What do I care about? Solemn kind of matters. So this is strong, so I guess we want to separate both lands. So something like this. So this costs them mana. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think this is the better way to do this. Because this they can do an instant speed, but this Solemn forces them to tap out on their turn, so. What can they transmute into? Chalice. They can transmute into any Tron piece that they're missing. So now they have access to T-West. So now they're gonna have Tron next turn. I guess I'm not happy about that split. Now that I think about it. Maybe it's okay. So now That's a good one. So now the other thing doesn't matter anymore, which is great. The thing that we were playing around last turn, which is Condescend. Remand does matter, but it's not really that good even. So we're gonna get... He's going to jump in front of the prime time, but we're probably just gonna get too much value for that to matter. There are 13. Here comes the Dismember. They are really struggling to work out how River of Tears is a thing. So they didn't transmute the T-West, I guess, huh? So let's do Field of the Dead for sure, and I guess a Simic Growth Chamber. This allows me to go wide with zombies. My opponent's gonna block this with the Solemn here. Tighten down, whatever. We make a bunch of land drops. Their Field of Ruin doesn't do anything. We have Lethal next turn. And I think I am going to blow this up right now. No, I guess I want to blow it up in response to them using Tolaria West. Yeah, we're going to beast the tower. But I want them to use the mana to Tolaria West. We're not gonna have priority if we let the T-West resolve. So we're gonna have to do this after my opponent uses their mana, basically. And then if they want to answer the Beast Within, that means that they're gonna have to tap out on their turn. And then we have 10 power across 5 bodies, and they're only gonna have 2 blockers because of the zombie token plus the Solemn. So here we go. Here's the Transmute. In response to the Transmute, we're gonna Beast Within the Ursus Tower. Yeah. So they're gonna get a bunch of mana, but unless they have exactly Ugin as their last card, we're gonna be fine. Yeah. One and two. Classic AmuLIT, just winning whenever it just doesn't get cheesed out. Good old AmuLIT, some things never change. Some things never change. I love this deck. Boom, let's go. Sejemba. Keep. I think that in order for this hand to function, we're gonna have to find a bounce land eventually, so I'm just gonna play this on Snake on turn 1. Let's actually make Shaman. Storm. Very likely Storm. All right, baby. I need that Titan off the top. Hook me up with that Titan off the top. Yeah, this is definitely Storm. Or maybe not. So now if I draw a Titan... One mana short. Brutal. Yeah, now that I see Flame Slash, I think it's actually the control deck. Just bounce here. Transmute. Summon Respect. Pass the turn. We have to be careful because of Cryptic, so if they tap out, it's pretty straightforward. We just tighten them, so no big deal there. But if they don't tap out, we're probably going to have to take a turn off, put a card on the bottom, and pass the turn. They're tapping out. Do they have the force? They don't have the force. Okay, so we're gonna play this tapped. Battlements. Battlements Teleria. Field and the bounce land, I think, is going to be the other pick. So we're not playing around Blood Moon. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's no way that they can answer 3 of my green sources. They can answer 2 of my green sources. St. Castle better to play that Symbiosis. Yeah, but I was thinking about making sure that I can... I was trying to think about making sure that I can get this field active. We're at 20, so I'm not too worried about this thing in the ice. Boom. I'm gonna get a fetch land and a semi-growth chamber. Plan here is to back for Dryad and kill this. And the fetch land guarantees that we can kill the thingy, the ace. Unless my opponent is very heads up and doesn't block. Cool. So 3 mana, land, Sumbo. I guess it could have Hardcast Force, but Remand doesn't matter. I guess we can go for lethal. And now we basically don't do anything. I know my opponent's gonna be forced to eventually do something, and whenever they do, we just fetch and kill them. Okay, so we're playing against no Blood Moon, so we have to play around Boil, however. Because my opponent is definitely going to be bringing in Boil, because people love bringing in Boil. People just love to bring Boil against Dryad decks. So my opponent is definitely bringing in Boils. And we go like this. Beast Within is interesting because of Ashiok, which my opponent might have. It's actually bringing Beast Within's. I guess this Beast Within is better than Dismember. It's a pretty fine starting hand. Yeah, this is a brew I've been working on, Stabs. I think that you might enjoy it. It's a little brew I've been working on. I think it's pretty strong. It has potential. We might get remanded here. But it's just so good if this resolves, right? We might get bolted or stomped. So I guess I'm going with this. Okay, there's the bolt. At least we got... I guess we didn't really get any value from a suicide, never mind. We can Titan next turn. So they're probably going to do the thing where they steal my AmuLIT, or maybe not. Could have played the forest first. Why do I want to do that? Like, my point was, if my opponent doesn't have the bolt, we can steal Symbiosis off of the field. The forest doesn't allow me to do that. That's the idea for doing what I did. So I went for the medium high ceiling, medium low reward, I guess. Is that even a way to say that? Well, this is gonna be kind of gross, I think. So we're gonna get to turn Timber, and we're gonna get to Pact for Titan in the same turn. Which is pretty decent. I guess they can counter bounce my AmuLIT or my castle. I wish I knew which modes are getting used. Counter target spell, draw a card. I feel dirty. I feel dirty. I'm sorry, opponent. And we know that they don't have Mystic Sanctuary, so we're pretty much good to go here. Would not be surprised if opponent has like 1 or 2 boils rotting in hand. So the only way that they win is force. Force plus Imperion is the only way that my opponent can win this game. If I blank on my draw step. And it was very small. I should have pointed that out. It was very small, but I don't know if you noticed that I activated the Stacy before playing my land. When I did this, the reason for that was to so my opponent could not, when I play my Gruul Turf, they cannot bolt my Stacy in response. Because I only had the 1 bounce land. So it was kind of small, but definitely quite important that I did that. Bold plus Exhaustion would do it, I guess. Exhaustion by itself doesn't do it because I have Stacy, but Bold plus Exhaustion could do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flusterstorm. You get no idea why this card is in their deck. Also no idea why they decided to use it. Why they decided to use it right then. We could go for Dryad, but then we would unnecessarily lose to my opponent and tapping and boil. I guess we don't lose. Like we just have lethal on board, so it doesn't really matter. The fact that the Kiki decks are playing a boil-proof mana base is just so good for us. It's so absurdly good. Like, knowing that we just do not have to worry about Blood Moon in that matchup, it's such a huge deal. Such a massively huge deal. Also, the fact that we don't have to worry about Mystic Sanctuary ever being a thing, it's huge as well. Like, it's just so good for us. That historically, that has always been a pretty bad matchup for AmuLIT decks, Splinter Twin, that is. But now that they are going in this direction, it's just great for us. It makes the matchup so much better. Make High Tide League in Modern? Would that even be good? High Tide would not be a playable card in Modern. I guess Rewind is a thing now. So if you can somehow make Rewind work. Okay. Yeah, okay, this works. Arbiter 4 MTG, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Welcome back for the 3rd month. Opponent says good luck, have fun. We're gonna die on turn 2, obviously. Ooh, Ad Nauseam. All right. All right, any untap creatures legally in Modern? I don't know, actually. That draw is not great. Not right here. It would have been great last turn, but it isn't this turn. I think I'm supposed to do this. Because we could still technically find a... what's his name? An AmuLIT. And if we find an AmuLIT, obviously it's a lot better. It's such a weird art. Holy crap. Put 2 cards on the bottom. AmuLIT? No, AmuLIT. Never lucky. Attack with Gracer, obviously. Slam 3 Fairy and make Ad Nauseam now. Yeah, I wish I were playing Reclaimer less Reclaimer right now. Okay, there's the Unlife. Let's see if this resolve. This is the first step. It doesn't. Okay, so I guess nothing matters too much. So I guess that we're dying. Do we main deck Rex Sage? No, we don't. I think we're just gonna die on my upkeep. On their upkeep. It's one of their 2 remaining cards, and Ad Nauseam. Drum roll. It is. Okay. I'm gonna assume that they are just playing stock Ad Nauseam. Okay, Beast Within's, Reclamation Sage, and that's it. Bog out. A couple of Explorers. Everyone playing Modern knows your chance to be the last Pioneer streamer. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna pass on that chance. Seems like a very promising opportunity, but I'm just going to pass on it. Because it would require me to play Pioneer, right? So. Nope. Kind of. We ship the Valakut. It's unfortunate that we have to ship the Valakut there, but unfortunately it's the line. Again, I'm leaving myself the out of drawing AmuLIT. And if we do draw, like if we don't draw AmuLIT, we can still do stuff next. We can still play our cards next turn. Wow, that is a horrid draw. Such a bad draw. Reclamation, Sage. It's like Brawl, but more expensive. I love this Pioneer descriptions. Can I have a land, please? Nope. Just another stupid Gracer. $33 lands. What's your real thoughts on Gracer? Fuck this card, man. It's so bad. Alright. Alright. We lost to Ad Nauseam. I think we did poorly in this league because I had the wrong Ghost Quarter art. So now that I fixed it, we should be able to do better. But yeah, thanks for watching. And I think I'm gonna play one more. We got 3.5 hours. Yeah, we can do one more. All right, I'll see you in the next one. All right.